KACH.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
KACH.
Ready is committed to providing superior services
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
The pregame coaches show is brought to you by Elisa Benson, North Realty Idaho, and North Realty Utah.
KACH.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When buying a vehicle, you want the process to be straightforward and the financing simple. At West Motor and West Motor Ford, that's exactly the way that you'll be treated. They also understand that accidents can happen and maintenance will be needed. When you find yourself in need of body and paint work, windshield repair, work under the hood, or under the vehicle, West Motor would love to help you out and earn your trust. Turn to West Motor and West Motor Ford in Preston and Hyde Park.
WestMotorCompany.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
And welcome back to the pregame show. Time again to check in with another standout student here from Preston High School, brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental, as we'll sit down with Connor Samfong. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yes, you pronounced it correctly.
Okay, very good. Connor, let's talk a little bit about you and how life is going here at Preston High School. You're a sophomore, so you've been here just a little while. You got a year under your belt already.
Yeah, I've enjoyed my high school experience a lot. Definitely better than junior high. I've made a lot of good friends. And one thing I've noticed is that I think with a larger high school, it would be a little hard to get to know everyone. But I think that Preston, since the student body isn't as large, it's a little easier to come together and find out what everyone likes and get to know a lot of people. So I definitely enjoy that.
And you are part of the band and the music program, and you're a percussionist in the band. So that's a very interesting idea or goal just going in.
For those of you who don't know what percussionist is, basically the drummers. Percuss means to hit, so we hit a lot of drums, have a lot of fun. Yeah, I really like band. It's probably been one of the things that I enjoy the most. Last year there wasn't a lot of percussionists or people in the drum line, but this year we have around probably 8, I'd like to say. And so the band program is growing, and it's really fun. One of my reasons for doing it is I'm very fidgety, and I have a hard time sitting still sometimes, and so it's also a way for me to get out my fidgets, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing drums or doing percussion? It obviously started before you got here.
Yeah, I've been playing since 6th grade, so about 4 years. I'm on my 5th one right now. I've enjoyed it a lot. I've learned a lot of stuff. Surprisingly, I've made it into some honor bands and made it to an all-state last year, which was very fun and a very good experience, and I enjoyed it a lot.
What makes music and percussion, ideally, what makes them so attractive to you?
I think I can speak for everyone. I think it's just really cool when you hear the drum line banging along, and they have all different types of dynamics. They get soft, they get loud, and definitely at pep band games, just banging my heart out and cheering on the sports teams. That's probably one of the most enjoyable parts. Yeah.
So what lies in your future? Where do you see yourself going when your high school career is over, as far as Sorry for the technical problem. Now we're back with you. 7-5, Evanston leading. Preston has the serve here. Hold on, time called. Braxton Ware was just about to serve, and the official stopped her. Not exactly sure why, but now we're ready to play. Preston trails by 2 here in the first set. Semi-final match between Evanston and the Preston Indians. As that ball's going to be touched, and the point will go to the Indians. So 7-6, Preston's down by a point here in the first set. Ware serves again, deep middle, played there. Attack from the back line, and that's going to go wide, and Preston gets even at 7-7. So after seeing Evanston jump out to a 5-0 lead, Preston roars back and wins 7 of the next 9 points, and we're tied at 7. As the serve again from Ware, outside set, blocked at the net, blocked the kill attempt of Lisa Brown, as picking up the block over there was Taylor Wakely. So Wakely with the block. Preston has their first lead here of the match. As the serve right down the line from Ware, back row. Lawler, her attack is controlled there, and another point for the Indians. This time it's Macy Knapp able to put that away, and it's 9-7. Pretty good run of points here by Braxton Ware on her serve. Next serve from Ware into the back line. Again, they'll set it outside, and the attack comes from Elisa Brown, and it's off the dig and out of bounds. So as Brown picks up the kill and breaks the Preston run of points, it's 9-8 as the Red Devils get the serve back. Back set. Wakely just has to bump it over, so a free ball here for the Red Devils. Outside set again is much too strong by Brown, and that's going to be a point for the Indians. As trying to decide what they're going to do here. That they will give the point to the Indians. One thought it was touched at the net, while one official said no, it wasn't. They give the point to the Indians, and so it's 10-9. Ball comes back over onto the Preston side as Taylor Wakely chases it down, gets it back over. Look out. Nice work there at the net, as coming over to change her angle on the attack was Kesley Fitch, as she will get another point on the board here for Evanston to make it 10-9. So nice move. And she was able to kind of double cross back the other way. Matson, outside set, comes to White, and White puts that away. Point for the Indians. Mackley White with her first kill. She had 9 in the match this morning against Cokeville. As the serve is an outside set here again. Blocked at the net, as it was Nelson who got her hands on it. They'll go short this time. White able to bump it back up. Need to get this one over, as Ware will put it back over onto the Red Devil side of the net. Back to Matson. Outside set comes to White. She tries to go short. That's kept alive. Back outside again. Block at the net as Matson got her hands up to knock that one back down. Point stays alive. Comes back to White, as White puts it in play. Cassidy Coley came over to try to play it, and her return was wide and out of bounds. So a point for the Indians on what was the longest play of the match so far. Preston leads by 3. It's 12-9, and that's going to be too long. So the service error for Donaldson, that'll make it 12-10 and put the serve back on the opposite side again. As that also serve will go too long. So they exchange service errors. And Preston will get the serve back again, leading 13-10 as Avery Madsen will now drop back to serve behind the baseline. Madsen goes short for an ace. So Madsen with an ace, had a couple of aces in the first match earlier today, and a timeout on the floor. Evanston needs a timeout here in the first set with Preston leading to 13-10 on the Flying Escrow Entitled scoreboard. We're right back after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
So Preston on top, 14-10. As they're trying to move into the championship match, they have to get past what is a very tough Evanston Red Devils squad here. As Avery Madsen will serve again after the ace. That one falls right in. Play blocked at the net between Hess and Nelson. Back again as this is going to be too many hits, I believe the call. Nope, they're going to give the point to Evanston. So the Red Devils get the point, make it 14-10. Check that, 14-11. So still a 3-point lead here for the Indians. As Lisa Brown will serve, good strong serve. Madsen sets it as it comes to White. White will just have to play it over, get it deep in the court. As that's blocked again at the net by the Indians. As Nelson puts it back over, it's touched, and the point will go to the Lady Indians once again. It's 15-11. Nice work at the net. Ellie Nelson and Sophie Hess have gotten their hands on a lot of balls here in the first set, trying to be put over by the Red Devils. As that's dug out. Nice play there by Donaldson to keep it alive. As Madsen will just play it over the net while still loose. As Preston finally able to get a handle on it. Back onto the Devils' side of the net. Again controlled there. Outside set comes to Wakely. Wakely's dug out there by Brown on a good play. Comes back up to the net, back onto the Preston side again. Little back set as it comes to Nelson. As Nelson gets the block and a good lift at the net to keep it alive. Back to Wakely, a blocking for the point. It's the Devils picking up the point there. So first the good block on the attempt by Ellie Nelson, and then it was Taylor Wakely who got blocked at the net, and the ball fell on the Preston side of the net, and it's now 15-12. Back to Nelson. She gets blocked there as a point for the Indians as they get into the net on the block there. So it's now 16-12, and the serve will come back over to Preston, and it'll be Ellie Nelson who will now serve for the Indians. We are in the first set. First set brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Outside. Good block. Madsen able to get it back up. They'll just flick it over into the corner, but White able to go and get that. As the outside set comes to Hess. That's blocked and down. So another good block at the net. As once again, Brown able to pick up the block and the point. 16-13 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard here in the first set. As serve goes into the net. Service error again for the Devils. 17-13. Preston stays up by 4. As Braxton Ware will rotate back in behind the baseline again, as she will pick up the serve. Ware's serve. Deep middle. Whoops, bad set. They have to run and go get it. And not able to get to the ball was Autumn Neely. As that's a tough set for her. And it's going to be a point for the Indians to make it 18-13. So they open the lead back up to 5 again. Ware's next serve. Again, deep middle. Comes right there to Hess, or to Knapp rather. As Knapp able to put it down. Evanston kept it alive for a moment, but they couldn't get the ball back over the net. Give Knapp the kill. 19-13 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Ware's next serve. Again, deep middle. They love going to that spot. Blocked at the net, but it gets through the block. Macy Knapp had a good hands on it, but the ball snuck through there, and it'll be a point for Evanston to make it 19-14. Here's Jayla Critchfield. She'll serve here as she serves it into the net. Tell you what, that's the third or fourth just flat-out service error by Evanston here in the first set. As Preston grows the lead back to 6 again. It's 20-14 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. As that'll be an ace. A great serve by Taylor Wakely. As Taylor picks up the point, and once again a timeout on the floor. 21-14, Preston leads on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. We'll take a timeout, come back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
All right, Indians coming back out on the floor after the timeout. They have a 7-point lead at 21-14. As here comes Evanston back out onto the floor. As the Indians still have control of the serve. Taylor Wakely back behind the baseline as she'll get ready to put it back into play again. As the serve played there, the deep set from the back row. Played there by Madsen, outside set to White, miss-hit it. White with a little miss-hit, didn't quite make it over the top of the net. So the Devils get a point, make it 21-15. And here is Elisa Brown to serve. Back set, as coming up with a ball short is Knapp. As that immediately comes right back, as that's a great kill. As it's Kyla Fitch that put that one right down the middle of the defense. 21-16, back-to-back points here for Evanston. Serve comes to Donaldson, set in the middle, that's Wakely. That's played deep in the middle by the Devils. Get it back over onto the Preston side. Set there by Madsen as it comes there to White. As touched once, twice. They just have to get it back over. Free ball again here for the Indians. Set in the middle. Knapp. As Knapp drives that one home, and a point for the Indians. 3 kills here in the first set for Macy. And it's 22-16. Remember, Evanston has not dropped a set in the tournament. That was 3 matches yesterday and 1 so far today. They've gone 3-0 in all of their matches. As it comes back to White. White is dug out in the back row, kept alive again by the Devils. Back over onto the Preston side, played there by Donaldson. They give it back. I don't think they intended to do that, but a block at the net, and it's Ellie Nelson again with the block for the point. 23-16. Preston swept their match earlier this morning against Cokeville as they look to win the first set here in this match here in the semifinal against Evanston. Look out, ball still loose, and finally Preston able to get control of it and get it back over onto the Evanston side. Blocked again by Nelson. Ellie Nelson with another block, and it's set point for the Indians, 24-16. Donaldson to serve. There's the set, front row, and coming over. Nice play by Fitch to drive that one home. Keeps the match alive, 24-17, but Preston leads the set by 7. But the serve comes back over to the red-clad Devils. Fitch to serve. Comes right to Nelson. She has it, and Ellie just got enough of it to get it over. They couldn't control it. Point for the Indians as they will take the first set here this evening in the semifinal match as Preston wins this set by the final score of 25-17. So Preston goes up 1-0 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. We will take a timeout as we'll come back with the second set brought to you by Yardmaster. That's on the way here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Make the best deal you can. When it's your time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Alyssa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah, your trusted real estate advisor.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
So Preston wins the first set by the score of 25-17 as they come back out to get ready to move into
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction.
KACH, mylocalradio.
Preston back on the floor as they get ready to start set number 2. As waiting for the server be given the ball as Jalen Critchfield will serve for Evanston here to start the second set. So Critchfield's first serve goes deep back in the back corner to White. Set it to Nelson, and that's in. Ellie's on a roll here early on in this match. 1-0 Preston. Ellie's all over the place with the blocks and the kills. 3 kills already here, and a pair of blocks for points late in that last set as well. As at the net, that's going to be a point for the Indians as the ball misplayed at the net by Evanston. So Preston's going to go up 2-0. So 2-0 Indians. And make it 3 as that's an ace for Ellie Nelson. Good strong serve. It probably would have been too long. But Brown receiving the serve didn't get her hands out of the way, as that one will be just a hair too long as Cassidy Coley does spin out of the way. So the service error for Nelson gives Evanston a point, and it's 3-1 as they serve here for the first time, as that's a bad return by the Indians on the dig. Gets into the net, and then Taylor Wakely couldn't get there in time, so it's now 3-2. Lawler to serve. Madsen with the set, as that's going to come down the line and in, as that is Sophie Hess with her first kill of this match. Gets the point back for the Indians, and the lead goes back to 2 again at 4-2. Good set by Madsen. She has been very good handling the ball all day today. As Nelson serves again here for Preston, that's going to be out of bounds. Hit way too strong by Autumn Neely. And it's 5-2. Hold on, the ball loose in the other court. We got to go over and get it, as Nelson will come back. And she'll get ready to serve here again. Here's the serve. Played there by Coley. At the net, comes going up high is Hest. Not only to get the block, but slam the lid. Another point here for the Indians on the block by Sophie Hess, and it's 6-2. Nelson serves again. Mishandled, as that'll be an ace, as Brown couldn't handle the serve coming back at her. Second ace for Ellie Nelson, and Preston now up 5. It's 7-2. Nelson serves again. That's in the backcourt to Coley. Set outside, blocked, but tooling the block and picking up the point is Brown. So 7-3 as Evanston able to pick up a point, and they get back on the scoreboard on the Flying S title and escrow scoreboard. As Cassie Barker serves that out of bounds. Service error for Barker. And it's 8-3 Indians here in set number 2, brought to you by Yardmaster. So here's Ware to serve again. Back set this time. They come down the line. Donaldson keeps that alive as they'll set it back to Madsen. She plays it over. Set in the middle. Evanston, as Preston again able to keep that alive as it comes back in the middle as they come to Knapp, and Knapp hits it into the net. So Macy Knapp can't quite get that over the net. 8-4 Preston on top. And dropping back to serve will be Brycelyn Morrison for the Lady Devils. As the set in the middle, as Wakely just kind of knocks that over. Free ball here for Evanston. They get it back over. That's dug out by White, deep middle. Back outside, and coming up again, it's Wakely to put that away. Taylor Wakely, who had the big match earlier in the day. She had a total of 14 kills earlier, and she has another one here. Taylor with 2 here so far this afternoon. Preston up 9-4, leading 1-0. As they play it over, controlled by the Indians. As they need to just bump this over, Wakely does. Free ball here for the Devils. Again, Preston able to control it. As again, they'll just bump it back over as the two teams play catch with it. As this one's put away. Again, it's Fitch able to drive this right through the middle of the defense for the point. So neither team really played like they wanted real control of the ball. The ball came back over to the Devils' side and came back to Finch, and she was able to drive it right through the middle of the defense. Here's Allison Brown on the serve. Served it to Wakely outside. It comes there. That's played, and that's going to be a point. As coming over, Macy Knapp able to get the point. As Macy makes it now 10-5. Still a 5-point lead here for the Indians as Morgan Donaldson will serve again. Back set, back to Fitch. This one's dug out by the Indians and kept alive. As coming up, Taylor Wakely from the back row hits it into the net. So it'll be 10-6, side out. Ball comes back over to Evanston as they'll get the serve. As it'll be Fitch who will serve here. Serve it at Wakely. Come up to get it, back outside. Hits off the top of the net and down. And a point again for the Indians. As on the outside, that was White who was able to drop that one in. (11-6). Preston again leads by 5. Here's Avery Madsen to serve. Avery, boy, good short serve, makes it tough to return. And then really kind of messed up the timing as the set. They tried to leave it for Barker just on that little short set. And it was too tall for her, and she couldn't get to it. 12-6, Preston gets the point. Again, boy, another good sinking short serve by Madsen. Preston has the ball, and that's going to be in. Yes, indeed. They said it's in, as both the officials agree it's in on both sides. So Taylor Wakely puts that away from the back row, and it's 13-6. Madsen's next serve. They'll play that back into the middle of the floor. Blocked at the net as Nelson's got another one. Ellie Nelson with a third block for a point. And their fifth block at the net by the Indians here tonight, here in this match against Evanston. 14-6, an 8-point lead. Outside. That they get a hand on it, does Hess, but it falls on the Preston side of the net. So it will be a point this time as Lawler able to pick up the kill. Preston still leads by 7. It's 14-7 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. Served by Crutchfield. Comes back over onto the Evanston side of the net as the serve comes back. Dug out there by Madsen. They'll set it again as it comes back to White. Mishandled. They got to get it back over. They can't. They hit it into the scorer's table. Point for the Indians. So a tough play. White's attack was mishandled, and then the Devils couldn't get it back on the floor. It's 15-7. Serve comes to Brown. Play it back across the court, and that will be out of bounds. And another point for the Indians. It's 16-7 now on the Flying S Escrow and Title scoreboard. Preston serve again as they waste no time. White with the serve. Outside, this one stays in play. Madsen's going to set it, but instead she goes just short right in the middle of the open area. Madsen has a kill. Preston has a point. They lead by 10. It's 17-7 here in the second set. Next serve by White. That's going to be almost mishandled. Somehow they're able to keep it alive and get it over the net. As the back set comes to Nelson. Kept alive again by the Devils. They get it back over as Wakely has to go off her hands and out of bounds. The big kill by Neely. Side out, ball back to Evanston again, 17-8. As the serve comes at Donaldson, the outside set comes back to Wakely. It's dug out up into the rafters, and now back into the block at the net, but it's going to have been a point for Evanston as Hess with the block, but it wouldn't come back over the net. So 17-9 on the Flying S, escrow entitled scoreboard. White with the return. Outside, it's Hess. Hess gets dug out by Crutchfield. Challenge for it at the net. Nelson gets it back over. Again, outside. They'll go down the line, and it's going to be out of bounds. I believe they call it. Yes, it is. Point for the Indians. So 18-9 as Ellie Nelson will serve again. Nelson goes down the line. That's dug out there by Lawler. And then they can't get the ball back over the net. 19-9 as the ball mishandled by Evanston. So Preston has the 10-point lead back again. Late in set number 2. Second set brought to you by Yardmaster. Here's Nelson's next serve. Again, comes deep in the left corner. Set at the net. Tooling the net well, the block well is Cassidy Coley, as she'll pick up the point. As Preston had plenty of hands there, but Coley hit it off their hands and out of bounds and gets the point. It's 19-10. Serve comes to White. Preston mishandles it, and it's 19-11. So White, with the dig, got it back up into the front middle, but Preston mishandled it and couldn't get it back over the net. 19-11. As Cassidy Barker will serve again. Barker waiting to get the other ball back on the right court that it belongs on. Now the serve. Back set comes to Hess. That's blocked. Hess able to get it back up. Kept alive by the Indians. Back to Wakely, who plants it deep in the corner. So Wakely with another kill, her 4th of the match. Whoops, they said that was out of bounds, so a point instead for Evanston. So it's 19-12. Ball still alive. That one comes back to Wakely. Now it's kept alive again. Back to Wakely again. Set in the middle. White is too long and out of bounds. 19-13. 3 consecutive points here for Evanston. Look out. They're starting to crawl back into the match. Preston's lead is 6 here in the second set. Donaldson. Hess. Mishit it. She was looking and trying to wind up for a big hit and almost fanned on it and barely made any contact. 19-14. Barker continues to serve. Serve comes to Wakely, back outside, back to Taylor. Touched, kept alive by the Devils. Get it back over onto the Preston side. Madsen, back set. Hess comes down the line, out of bounds. She missed the left sideline by maybe 6 inches, but a good call there by the official. And all of a sudden, now it's that's an interesting. Now they got the score right. 20-15, is that correct? Then now it's right. 19-15. So the lead has shrunk down to 4. 6 consecutive points by the Devils. Madsen with the dig. Donaldson sets. As it comes to Wakely, she goes short. That's kept alive. Back outside, off the top of the net on the attack by Brown. Back to Wakely. Blocked and down, and it's Neely again with the block. (19-16). Taylor was blocked at the net. Barker serves again. Hess outside set, down the line this time, and that is in for Wakely as she made her way up from the back line. That breaks the string of points. It's 20-16 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. Preston's lead is up to 4 again. But even if the run that Evanston was on, that 4-point lead would be tenuous at best. As Ellie Nelson will serve. They'll set it outside. Blocked at the net. Touched by the Evanston Outlaws, and that was the Red Devils, I should say, as that'll be another point for the Indians. A good block at the net, and then Evanston couldn't return it. We have a timeout on the floor. 21-16 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard as we're in the second set, brought to you by Yardmaster right here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
So Preston leading 21-16. As the Indians trying to escape with the second set and go up 2-0 here over Evanston. So 21-16 as Ellie Nelson will continue to serve here with the 5-point lead. As we're ready. Actually, that's not Nelson. That is that's Braxton Ware serving. As again, that's Fitch again driving one right through the middle of the defense. So Kaisley Fitch with kill number 5 here of the match makes it 21-17. Serve goes deep middle to Donaldson. That's going to find its way over, sneaks over the net, but outside the antenna. And then it'll be a point again for Evanston, and it's 21-18. Morrison was to serve. Oops, hold on. Just as the serve ball got loose coming out of the other court and onto our court. So time called quickly and very observantly by the chair official. As Bracelyn Morrison will serve again. Morrison plays it to White. Here comes Nelson. She goes short for the point. Actually, it's not Nelson. It was actually the Taylor Wakely who went short for her 5th kill of the match. 22-18. Wakely serving. Outside set as that'll be played there by the Indians. Whoops. Wide set there. Kept alive again here by on the Evanston side of the net. As that comes across, and it's Brown who hits it into the net. She couldn't get it up high enough. Preston now with 23-18 lead on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. 2 points away from going up 2-0. The serve comes to Lawler. And misplayed there, and another point for the Indians. Set point. 24-18. Preston won the first set 25-17. Wakely to serve. Handled there by Coley. Outside set off the hands of Ware and out of bounds, as it was Brown to go down the sideline and get the kill. As it's 24-19, set point number 2 here for the Indians. Lisa Brown to serve, deep middle. Coming up to get it, Madsen down the line, and it is out of bounds. So 24-20. That was maybe 2 inches wide of the line. Brown to serve again. As that comes to Robertson. Battle for it at the net. Preston can't keep it alive. So Preston mishandles the ball at the net, and it's a 3-point set. It's 24-21. Brown's next serve. Deep middle, played there. Madsen has to come get it in a hurry. As kept alive by the Devils. Yes, they get it back over the net. Madsen will set in the middle. As Wakely's going to go deep, too deep, out of bounds. (24-22). Remember, you have to win by 2. As kept alive, comes to the off the block. It's Knapp able to get the point, her 5th kill of the match. As she tooled the block, gets the point. Preston wins the second set, but what a set it was as Preston survives it 25-22, and the Indians now go up 2-0 in this semifinal matchup here against the Evanston Lady Red Devils. So Preston up 2-0. We'll go to the third set. Third set tonight brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We'll go there coming up right after this timeout on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Make the best deal you can. When it's your time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Alyssa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Alyssa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Alyssa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah, your trusted real estate advisor.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location, or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
We go to set number 3. Preston leading 2-0 and can punch their ticket to the championship match with another win here. As Evanston, who had swept all of their matches in the tournament coming into this match with the Lady Indians, will have to do exactly that with the remaining 3 sets here in this match, if they have any design on qualifying for the championship match here tonight instead of the Indians. So here comes Preston onto the court. Evanston getting ready to come back out, as Taylor Wakely and Macy Knapp both with 5 kills apiece in the match, the leading hitters for the Indians. As Preston should get the serve back here to start this set. As the down officials going through all of their paperwork that they need to do. Still waiting here. Now, there she is. She's coming over to check all the Indian starters, make sure they're all in the proper spots. Here do we get ready to start set number 3, and the third set is brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. So Preston up 2-0 as they'll give it the ball to Avery Matson and let her serve to start set number 3. So we're ready to play. Chair official says let's go as Avery will serve. Matson's first serve right in the middle of the floor, outside set as they come around the block, and Lawler able to beat the block and get the point. So Evanston gets the first point of the set. They go up 1-0. Preston winning 25-17 and winning the second set as well, 25-22. Crutchfield serving for Evanston. Back set. Comes to White. Blocked. And the block went off of goes off White and then goes out of. So the point goes to the Indians as that one kicks off the top of the net cord, still sneaks over. Blocked again at the net by Nelson. And there's one put away as again it is Mackley White able to get one off the block, and the ball lands out of bounds. Back-to-back points by the Indians. They lead 2-1. As the ball loose back in the back row, comes back over to the Indians as they'll set it across to Wakely. Wakely tools the block, but they keep it alive to the Devils. They try to go short with it, keep it alive again. Comes back to Wakely. She'll play it deep in the back row. Set comes forward. They get around the block. Now back row. White off the hands of the player at the net. That's Barker. And White able to pick up her 4th kill. And the Indians get a point. It's 3-1. So White now will come back and serve. Mackley's had a big day. She had 9 kills in that match early this morning and now has 4 here in this match against Evanston. Outside set. That's going to be blocked. Kept alive there. Back outside again as it comes to Hess. Blocked at the net. Kept alive by the Indians. That's going to be too many hits. Or was it? Nope. They call the point for the Indians. So it's 4-1. So Preston gets a point. White will serve again. And that one's going to be too strong and out of bounds. So a service error for White. That makes it 4-2. Here in this third set. Third set brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Preston with a 2-point lead on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. Serve to Donaldson. Set it outside. Wakely. Cross court. She tools the block and gets the point. Taylor with kill number 6 in this match, and Preston leads 5-2. So as the Lady Indians get the serve back, it'll be Ellie Nelson to drop back and serve. Ellie serves to the middle. Fitch goes short and gets the point. I take it back. It was not Fitch. That was Brown. So Brown with her 4th kill of the match. That'll make it 5-3. Preston's lead is 2. And it'll be Cassie Barker to serve. Matson, short set. That goes to Hess, and Hess just drives that one home. That's a good set there and a nice delivery by Sophie Hess. 6-3. Braxton Ware. Come now back to make the serve here. As Preston really trying to make their presence known here against Evanston. Outside set, blocked again. It's Wakeleaf with the block and the point. 7-3. Braxton Ware will continue her serve. That's 6 blocks for points in the match here by the Indians. As they go down the line, kept alive. Donaldson gets it back over. As they'll try to get it back over again, back onto the Evanston side. They do. Kept alive by the Devils. Set comes into the back row. White able to dig that out. Comes back to Donaldson. She'll just bump it over. Free ball here for Evanston. Set in the middle. As that is going to be a point. And it's Fitch again. Able to drive one right into the heart of the defense and get the point to make it 7-4 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Braylon Morrison will now serve. Preston leads by 3 here in the third set, leading 2-0. Set, White just plays it over. Set in the middle again as it comes to Fitch. That's a good dig by Donaldson. Comes back over on the Evanston side, and that's going to be wild and out of bounds. Fitch thought she had that dialed in, but this time she got too much of it and hit it too far. Ball goes beyond the inline. Point for the Indians, and it's 8-4. They'll set short, come back to Finch again. As outside, White rolls right across the net tape, stays alive onto the Evanston sideline, and the ball deflected as it came across the net by Knapp, and it's a point for the Lady Outlaws, for the Lady Devils. 8-5. Here as we play in set number 3. Brown to serve. Comes there. Comes to Knapp. Macy had her play blocked at the net, and they play it back and in as they tuck it deep in the corner. It's Crutchfield with the kill as he was just hitting it to the open part of the court and found the open spot indeed and got the point. As Madsen to White, and White hits that in. They'll say it was touched. Either way, it's a point for Mackley White with her 5th kill of the day, of the match, I should say, and it's now 9-6. Preston leading by 3 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard as Morgan Donaldson will serve. They get it back off the hands of Donaldson, but there is Ware to get it back forward. And they get it over as White. And then I'm not sure if she touched it or not. Ellie Nelson was there. The ball certainly changed direction, so we'll give Nelson a block. And a point for the Indians to make it 10-6. Donaldson will serve. Crutchfield comes back again. It's Nelson again at the net with a block. Back to the Evanston side. Back to Nelson. She gets dug out in the back row. Comes down the line. Lawler. Can they keep it alive? Donaldson's got to get it over, and she does. They flip it back over, and it'll be a point as they kill. Crutchfield just flicked it into the middle of the soft defense and got the point. Donaldson comes up hobbling just a little bit. Preston leads by 3. It's 10-7 here in the third set. They serve at Donaldson. Hess gets back to White. Devils keep it alive, still alive. Nope, back up almost as the ball deflected 2 or 3 different times. It came down to Ware and Ware had her deflection just fall short off the top of the net. 10-8 here in the third set. Fitch's serve comes to Donaldson. Hess comes to get it. Back to Taylor Wakely. And Wakely again able to pick up the kill as that deflects off one of the blockers and down. Preston able to break that string of points again by Evanston, and it's now 11-8. Avery Madsen back to serve here for Preston. As the outside set just kind of dinked over by Lawler, kept alive by the Indians. Look out, here comes Wakely, and that's going to be off the dig and out of bounds. Taylor's got another kill. That's 8 in this match. 23 on the day. (12-8). Madsen serve. They'll set it outside. Lawler, too long, out of bounds. So Lawler hits that just a half a rotation of the ball too far. As Preston goes up 13-8. Madsen to serve again. As the little short set, that comes to Barker, and Barker able to drive that one home. That's a play they love to run, that little short set. As Barker is at the top of her jump and can just hit right down on it. 13-9. Crutchfield serving. In the middle, Nelson goes short. Crutchfield hustles up to get the ball. Set it back outside. Lawler has her attack blocked at the net. As they'll give it back to Crutchfield. That's touched by the Indians, and it goes out of bounds. So Avery Madsen had to go off her hands and out of bounds, and it's now 13-10. As the ball loose at the net, as Hess had it and then hit it out of bounds, but I think they called the point dead before that. They did, as they give the point over to Evanston, and it's now 13-11. Good sliding dig there by Wakely. Comes back outside. Hess hits it off the net, and it's 13-12. Back-to-back mishits by Sophie Hess. So a 1-point set. Serve comes into Donaldson. Hess comes to get it. Comes back to Hess again. Touched at the net. Kept alive. Lawler with the point. Lawler with the attack. Donaldson had to go off her hands, and we're tied at 13 here in the third set. 13-13 on the Flying S title and escrow scoreboard. Crutchfield serves again. Set in the middle. As this time Nelson gets blocked in the middle, and Evanston has their first lead. 14-13. So Neely gets the big block. That's her second of the match. That ball deflects coming over the net, and then off the hands of White and out of bounds, as that'll be a service ace for Crutchfield. And now Evanston goes up by 2 in a must-win set as they trail 2-0. Crutchfield ready again. Donaldson can't return that one. 16-13. So the Lady Devils now up by 3. Crutchfield's run continues. That serve comes right to White. And at the net, that is Barker again to drive that back home. They are feeling the momentum now as they go up by 4, and Preston needs a timeout. 17-13, Evanston on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard here in the third. We'll take a timeout. Back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. Win or lose, however, this comes out here tonight. Preston will be back home again on Tuesday evening, as they'll have a solo match against the Blackfoot Broncos will come to town. As the match will get started at 7. We'll have the pregame show for you about 6:20 on Tuesday night. But certainly we'll look for you at Preston Gym coming up Tuesday evening when the Blackfoot Broncos, the Lady Broncos, come to town. So 17-13. Jalen Critchfield on a long run of points continues here with her serve as it comes to White. The back row, Donaldson, nobody's looking for it. Donaldson had to make a correction real quick, as that's going to be misplayed by Evanston, and a point for the Indians. So Preston gets a point, 17-14, but more importantly, they get the serve back again as Mackley White will drop back behind the line. White serving, deep middle. Comes back over onto the Preston side. They'll set it backwards as it comes to Hess. Hess gets dug out in the back row by Brown, still alive, back onto the Preston side. Donaldson sets it up in the front row as it comes to Wakely. She plays it over softly. Back over it comes to Lawler again. That's in. Kay and Lawler with another kill. Another point here for Evanston. It's now 18-14 as Lawler will serve here for Evanston. As it comes to Hess, partially blocked at the net, kept alive. As a block there, Hess says, "You want to block me? I'll block you right back." Sophie Hess with the block and the point to make it 18-15. Here's Ellie Nelson to serve again. Nelson goes again deep middle. That's what Preston loves to serve too. As that'll be knocked down at the net. Didn't make it over the net. Knapp was there, but she didn't touch it. It never made it over the net. 18-16. Nelson serve. Outside set. He's able to tool it through the block as Brown got it through the block and picks up the point. Hess was there, but she snuck it right through her hands, and it's 19-16. Serve comes to White. Madsen sets, and Madsen was into the net. That dig was a little bit too deep, and Avery kind of backed her way into the net, makes it 20-16. So Evanston leads by 4 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. And there's another ace. 21-16. Lawler. That ball just cleared the net and then sank like it just fell off a table. 21-16. Serve comes to Wakely. Back set comes to Hess. As Hess able to put it away. So Hess again breaks that string of points for Evanston. Makes it 21-17 here in the third. Remember, Evanston has to win this set. In fact, they need to win out to be able to move forward. The dig. And Fitch came up to try to make the play. It almost looked like she whiffed on the ball. As the point goes to the Indians, it's 21-18. Ware to serve again. Ware's going to be too long and out of bounds. So that's 22-18. As Braylon Morrison will serve. Evanston 3 points from extending the match. He comes back to the net. Knapp gets it over. Outside set as they come back again to Brown. It's not good for another point. 23-18. Morrison serves again. Comes to Donaldson. Set in the middle. They'll set it backwards as Wakely comes forward, picks up her 9th kill, and picks up a point for the Indians. They're still down 4. It's 23-19. Still got a little time here to work with, but not much. You got to get points. As they'll set it back over across, it comes back again as Brown just directed it over. Back to White. She directs it over, but Evanston able to keep it alive and getting the point. A little short up and over is Fitch for kill number 7, and it's set point. So Evanston looking to walk away with set number 3 at 24-19. Brown will serve. As this not a good set comes to White. She plays it over. And equally is mishandled, but it comes over, and that's going to be out of bounds. Lawler had a wide open side of the court and hit it out of bounds, 24-20. Donaldson serving. She'll go short. That's dug out by Coley. And again, Preston has the point as the ball loose right at the net, and they're able to put it away. 24-21. And before this gets any more out of control, Evanston wants a timeout. A 3-point match, 3-point set, I should say, 24-21 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. Timeout of the floor called by Evanston. This is the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
KACH.
All right. Closing moments of set 3. Evanston leading 24-21. Preston has the lead. Preston has the serve, I should say, as Morgan Donaldson will serve again. Donaldson serve. Comes right in the middle to Coley. Outside set. Dive to keep it alive as Madsen gets it back over. Outside Lawler, that's dug out. They're kept alive again by the Indians. No, but they get the block at the net. It's Fitch with the block and the point, as Evanston will keep the match alive as they win set number 3, as they'll extend go to the 4th set coming up. As Evanston wins here in set number 3, they win 25-21. So they are able to win the 3rd set. We will go to the 4th. The 4th set brought to you by Papa J's. It comes up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
When buying a vehicle, you want the process to be straightforward and the financing simple. At West Motor and West Motor Ford, that's exactly the way that you'll be treated. They also understand that accidents can happen and maintenance will be needed. When you find yourself in need of body and paint work, windshield repair, work under the hood, or under the vehicle, West Motor would love to help you out and earn your trust. Turn to West Motor and West Motor Ford in Preston and Hyde Park.
WestMotorCompany.com.
When you think of outdoor adventure, you might think of snow machines, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or even cutting wood or taking care of the lawn. No matter what your definition of outdoor adventure is, always remember Ultimate Power Sports. We carry brand names like Polaris, Can-Am, Yamaha, Skidoo, Stihl, and Toro. Offering sales and service, your fun really does begin at Ultimate Power Sports. With multiple in-store financing options, we can help you have outdoor adventures right now. Stop in today, Ultimate Power Sports in Logan and Preston.
KACH.
Well, an important third set win for Evanston will extend this out to the fourth. As you see it there on your screen, they win the third set 25-21. As we'll get ready to go to set number 4 here. And if set 4 is as entertaining as set 3 was, hang on, we're in for a barn burner. So, teams back out on the floor talking with the official, who's checking to make sure everyone's on the floor that needs to be or should be. As we get ready to go here for set number 4, Preston up 2-1. Winner moves on to the tournament championship match coming up a little bit later on this evening. The loser plays coming up not too long after this one's over, as they'll play in the third place game. So libero back on the floor, and we're ready to go, and Evanston will serve to start set number 3. Jalen Clark Crutchfield will do the honors. Excuse me. As that will come deep middle, controlled there by the Indians as Madsen sets. As it comes to White, set in the back row, back to the Devils again. They get it back over. Free ball here for the Indians. Set comes in the front row, as that is Ellie Nelson able to come across in that little backward rotation play, get her 4th kill of the match, and give the Preston the first point here of set number 4, brought to you by Papa J's, making the world's best jerky. As right back here the other way, as it is Cassie Barker going just over the top of the block and getting that point right back, and it's 1-1. Lawler serving. Played there by the Indians. Outside set. Look out. That's Wakely with a winds up and delivers that one as he picks up her 10th kill of the match. 2-1 Preston on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Ellie Nelson will serve for Preston. As that's played in the middle, as they tried to go with a little short set again for Barker. And again, too tall, as Barker didn't hardly jump off the floor. as it'll be an errant pass and give Preston another point. It's 3-1. Remember, Evanston needs to win this set again to stay alive. Ball deflects off the net in the back row. Come back in. White able to play it there outside. And right down the line comes Mackley White. No, there's not. That was Sophie Hess. Hess gets the kill, and Preston goes up 4-1. Preston leading 2-1. If they can wrestle this set away from the Lady Red Devils, they will win the match. Nelson to serve. Bad return. That goes over under the bench, but they're able to get it back onto the floor, and Coley gets it back under the Preston side. As block and into the block and down onto the Preston side. That's the block there. The block turned in by Barker, as she will not only get the point, but also will not now drop back to serve. Preston leading 4-2. Madsen, back set, Hess. That's touched in the back row. Crutchfield has to go get it, gets it back up in the front as Brown steers it back over onto the Preston side in the middle. That comes to Knapp as Macy Knapp with the kill. Able to drive that one right back down. Preston up 5-2. So the serve will come back over onto the Preston side again, and Braxton Ware will now serve. Ware comes forward, serve deep middle. Set it outside as it comes back to Brown. Look out, not a good return, but Madsen's able to get it back onto the floor, and Preston keeps it in play. Outside, is that touched or not? As that's play by Neely. And they're going to say it was not touched. Neely just hit it wide. So 6-2, Preston up 2. Braxton Ware will continue to serve. Ware serve. A little miscommunication there. Ball still loose as Alyssa Brown was standing right there with Lawler, and they both stuck their hands out, then they both pulled their hands back and couldn't decide who wanted to play the incoming serve. Point for the Indians, and it's 7-2. Preston up by 5 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. And an ace from Ware. The ace makes it 8-2. Preston up 6 here in the fourth. Ware ready again, where she goes back about as far as she can up against the stands there. And then before she comes forward, Lawler two hands it over. Kept alive by the Indians as Wakely kind of a mishit, and then Evanston misplayed it completely. So Wakely with another kill, and it's 9-2. Preston up 7 early here in set number 4. Tell you what, if Evanston loses this point, I would think they would call a timeout so they don't fall any farther behind. They're in need of one. Crutchfield alive, blocked at the net, kept alive by the Indians. Coming up to get it, they'll play it over. As this will be a short set as it comes to Brown. Cross court, Wakely got a hand on it, but it's going to go out of bounds. And the touch will make it 9-3. Brown now with 7 kills on the match. And here is Braylon Morrison to serve. Morrison going deep and too deep, out of bounds. 10-9. Check that, 10-3 I should say. So 10-3, Taylor Wakely serving here for the Indians. As that serve comes to Lawler in the front row. Blocked there by Macy Knapp. And then a point for the Indians as Knapp with the block, and Evanston couldn't return it. They hit it out of bounds. It's 11-3. Remember what I said about needing a timeout? That light just continues to grow and get brighter and brighter. Evanston is in need of a timeout as they trail by 8. As, again, the ball mishandled at the net, this time by Crutchfield, and it's 12-3. And here comes the much-needed timeout indeed. So Preston leading in the fourth, 12-3 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Let me tell you about the perfect snack. For decades, Papa J's has been making old-fashioned jerky. The meat is hand-trimmed, sliced, and seasoned. Every tender, flavorful stick is individually sealed to hold that famous Papa J's flavor and freshness. With different flavors, Papa J's jerky is perfect for your food storage, perfect for your lunch, perfect for travel snacks, perfect for a horseback ride, and perfect for a gift. Papa J's Gourmet Beef Jerky. Order online today at papaj's.com. That's papaj's.com.
Well, while we're talking about events coming up, next Friday night, the Preston boys football team, after their second tough loss in a row to open the season, they will be in Afton, Wyoming to take on the Star Valley Braves coming up Friday night. Kickoff is at 7:30. Pregame show starts about 6:20, and we'll have it for you here along the network on mylocalradio.com and on KACH AM and FM. So 12-3, Preston leading by 9 here as Taylor Wakely will continue to serve. Referee says let's play, and play we do as they just get it over the net. Save it or set it to Wakely. They're able to dig it out, kept alive. Brown comes up, one hands it back over the net, so Preston has it. Set in the middle, comes to Knapp, and that's in as she finds the deep right corner. Macy Knapp with kill number 7. 13-3 is Preston now up by 10. Wakely again with the serve. That's a tough return right there as Brown able to play it off of the hands of Ware and get the kill. Brown with kill number 8 as that's a point for Evanston. It's 13-4 and they get the serve back finally. Brown had a long, impressive string of points won back in set number 3 as she'll drop back behind the line to serve again here. Good serve in the middle. Knapp plays it over. Short in the middle. They go around the block and they're into the net, so a point for the Indians. Preston goes back up by 10 again at 14-4. Morgan Donaldson will now take her turn behind the line, and that's an ace. Cassidy Coley came over to try to play it and then backed off at the last minute. Not sure if she saw that somebody was behind her, if that ball was going to go deep, but either way, it's an ace for Donaldson, and Preston has the point. That one's going to be blocked at the net. Another point for the Indians as that one's touched and out of bounds. So 2 quick points for the Indians. It's 16-14. Preston now increases the lead to 12. Donaldson with another serve. Set it across down the line. Played there. Nice play by Ware to keep it alive as the Indians will just steer it back over the net as it comes to Nelson. She taps it back over. Challenge for it at the net for both teams. And a good kill from the outside. Ware got a hand on it but couldn't get it back onto the floor. Fitch with the kill. 16-5. Preston leads by 11. And here's Fitch to serve. And nope, no bad serve as Evanston was out of position. And that'll be a point for the Indians as that'll be a procedure foul. And it's 17-5, and Preston gets the serve back again, and Avery Matson will now serve. as they dig it out. It's going to be a tough play. You can't get it. That set came all the way back and wide of the net. Lawler came across and tried to keep it on the floor, but banked it off the antenna. Point for the Indians. It's 18-5. Serve comes to Brown. Played. There's that little short set. Blocked at the net. Kept alive again. Back over to Hess. She get it back on the floor. Outside. They force the Lady Devils to go high. They keep it alive and put it back over onto the Preston side. And a ball mishandled in the back row by Wakely. And Wakely comes away holding her thumb like she stuck her thumb in the ball. Taylor refuses to leave. Coach Knapp comes over to say something to her, but she just shakes her head no, like, no, I'm not coming out. Serve controlled by the Indians, but they're not going to get it over. Technically, it'll be an ace, as Preston wasn't able to return it. And it's 18-7. Crutchfield serves again. That's going to be too long and out of bounds. 19-7 on the service error. So Preston 6 points away, 5 points really, from the qualifying for the championship match. Outside set. Lawler off the block and down. As Nelson and Hess again come over to try to cut down the angle for Lawler, but she hits it right through their arms and gets the point to make it 19-8 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard, as the serve is at Donaldson right in the deep middle. As it comes back over to the Indians, they'll bump it over. Free ball here, short set into the net. Barker again tried to go short with it, and this time the set was too low, and she hit it right directly into the net. So it's 20-8. Indians lead by a dozen. As now the same procedural error against the Indians, to a point for Evanston on the serve. Ellie Nelson comes over and wants an explanation from the chair official. But it's 20-9 on the foul against the Indians. Now Nelson's going to walk back over and tell the rest of the team what the officials saw, so they can get it corrected. So Donaldson comes back on the floor for Nelson, who goes back to the bench. Preston leads by 11, 20-9. Donaldson returns the serve, as Wakely has to go get it, gets it onto the floor, and Evanston hits it right back over. Wakely, again, this time with the left hand, keeps it in play. They'll set it again outside to Brown. Brown is dug out in the back row. This time a good set for Wakely. That's off the block, kept alive this time by Barker. They'll set it back to Barker, and she goes short, kept alive again by the Indians. Back to Wakely, who also tries to go soft and has it dug out. Kept alive again as it comes back to Brown again. Still alive. Indians flick it back onto the Devils side. Again, it's off the block, out of bounds. And Wakely, who thought she hurt her thumb before, comes away wincing in pain, but has the kill. That's her 12th of the match, 21-9. Braxton Ware comes back in to serve. Braxton comes down the line, handled there by Coley. They set it in the back row as they get it back over. Lawler got it over, as that'd be a double hit. Over the end of the net, they call the double hit. I think it was a double hit. Either way, Preston gets the point to make it 22-9. Ware will serve again, as Coley, outside set. Brown just flips it back over onto the Preston side. Look out, as coming up the back row was White, and it's into the net. Mackley White with her second hitting error of the match. 22-10 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Preston leads by a dozen, 3 points away from a 4-set win. Good serve. Hess with the set. In the middle, off the block, kept alive as Wakely hit it back up in the air. Comes back outside again to Brown. Again, nice assist there and saved by the Indians as they get it back over. Comes back to Brown. Hits it right through the block for the point. No, they're going to say it was out of bounds. Evanston's asking for a touch, and the official standing right there said no. So 23-10. Preston on top. Wakely serving. As they go short, kept alive again by the Indians. They get it back over. Hold on. As they couldn't decide exactly what the point was. As now Crutchfield comes over and along with Ashley Madsen to discussing what the point was. One official said yes, one official said no on the dig. And I think that honestly should just replay the point. It stays at 23-10, and they'll replay the point. So Wakely with the serve. In the back row, Lawler dug out, kept alive. Look out, here comes Wakely. She hit it into the net. So Taylor hits it into the net. It's 23-11 here in the fourth. Preston needing to move on to the championship match tonight. Serve comes to the back row. Blocked, kept alive there. White had her play blocked as it comes back to Knapp. Again kept alive. Into the front row as Evanston just pokes it over. Back to White, and that's going to be too long. Preston doing everything right, keeping the ball in play. Just all of a sudden right now, the balls just aren't falling for him as it goes to 23-12. And Brown will serve again. Played there by Wakely and misplayed by Evanston. Point for the Indians. Match point coming up. 24-12. Donaldson to serve the first of 12 match points. Lawler as Crutchfield gets it over. Lawler bangs it back over. Outside, Nelson. That's dug out. Kept alive. Crutchfield can get it over. Yes, she does. Comes back to Madsen again. Outside set. And this is a Hess, and she puts it away. Not Hess, but White, rather, with her sixth kill. And Preston, in 4 sets, knocks off Evanston, who were swept by Evanston yesterday. They beat them in 4 sets here, winning the fourth 25-12, and Preston will move on later this evening, and they will play for the tournament championship as they knock off the Evanston Red Devils in 4 sets here. So 25-12, the final in set 4 on the Flying S Escrow Entitled scoreboard. We ask you to stay tuned. We'll have the post-game show. It's coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Tonight's game was brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in downtown Preston where you'll be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. Now stay tuned, the Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming right up. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Welcome back here as the Preston Indians advance here in the tournament as they beat Evanston by the final of 3-1, as they'll advance to the championship match. The other semifinal is still going on, so Preston will face either Bear Lake or Snake River coming up later on this evening. This match is just in its first set, so it's got a ways to go. So we can talk more about this match here as Preston jumped out early, 2-0. Evanston needed to win the third set, and they did. They came back to win set number 3, 25-21, before Preston ended up winning the fourth by a 25-12 score, I believe it was, to move on to the championship match. Preston put up some big numbers here in this match, some very aggressive numbers. We'll come back. We'll talk about the stats, and we'll also have our player of the match here for the Indians. We'll do all that as we continue. Preston wins it 3-1 on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm, and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
All right, Preston's headed to the championship match. Time to look at some stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. We told you that the Indians put up impressive numbers earlier today, but equally as impressive here in the second match of the day as Taylor Wakely finished with 12 kills. She had 14 in the first match, so she has 26 on the day. 7 kills for Macy Knapp. Mackley White had 6, 4 for Sophie Hess, and 4 for Ellie Nelson. Ellie also had 4 blocks at the net, as she was a monster at the net. Was really, in the first 2 sets, when Preston jumped out to a 2-0 lead, really kept Evanston at bay at the net, as they had a hard time getting around her blocks. Also 2 blocks in the match for Sophie Hess, and 2 for Taylor Wakely as well, and 1 for Macy Knapp. Preston had a total of 5 aces in the match as well here against Evanston. Did they win 3-1? We'll take a timeout. We'll get you ready for what's coming up in just a little bit, and we'll also give you our player of the match for the Indians. That's coming up right after this break on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wills. We're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
Well, here on the post-game show, Preston wins at 3-1. Time to announce our player of the match. For her play at the net and dominance at the net in the first 2 sets, our player of the match tonight in this match against Evanston, we're going to give it to Ellie Nelson with 4 kills, 4 blocks, as she gave the Lady Red Devils just absolute fits trying to hit around her in the first 2 sets at the net, and really helped Preston on their way to that 2-set lead that they could not make up. So Preston moves on to the championship match. They're going to face either Bear Lake or Snake River, who are still playing their semifinal match. They also just came by and told us that we're going to move into the other gym. So we do not have an exact start time for the finals match. So keep your eye here on mylocalradio.com. We'll go live just 15 minutes or so before the match gets underway. So hopefully it won't be too long as they just start the second set of that match. So it's probably going to be just a little while. So we're going to tear down, head over to the other gym as we thank you for watching here as the Preston Indians knock off Evanston 3-1 to advance to the championship match. We'll talk to you again coming up here in just a little bit. Once again, thanks for watching, as we'll talk to you coming up for the championship match from here at the Cokeville Volleyball Invitational from Cokeville, Wyoming. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.